Viven en un country. Andan en BMW para arriba. Los fines de semana se cogen a las mejores minas. Morfan bien todos los días. El día anterior al partido durmieron tranquilamente en un hotel 5 estrellas y se rascaron la verga durante 24 horas sin hacer nada, jugando al ping-pong y al pool y a la play. Juegan al fútbol todos los días de su vida. Los botines, $6.000, $5.000, no sé cuánto salen. Ponele 3.000 mangos, 4.000 mangos. Están vendados por un kinesiólogo. Están bien comidos, están bien entrenados. Las medias, que son las que no te cortan la circulación, los pantaloncitos, que son los de los huevos, que no te raspan los huevos, la camiseta te estira la espalda, es la que no transpira, que sale 800 pesos, no sé cuánto sale una camiseta para jugar al fútbol. La pelota es perfecta, 120 euros, inflada con un barómetro a 8 bares. La cancha no tiene un solo pozo. El arco tiene 7,20 metros por 2,40. Te aplauden cuando salís a la cancha. La concha de tu madre, ¿no sabés parar una pelota? ¿Le vas a pagar al arco y la tirás a la mierda? ¿Le vas a hacer un pase a tu compañero que está a 1 metro? Y haces así, se la pasás mal. Hijo de puta, eso me puede pasar a mí con esta panza.
What is up, people? Welcome back to another episode of Barca Talk. To be more specific, episode 9 of Barca Talk. We're almost getting to the double digits. Oh my god, it's been a good ride so far. Been a good ride. For those who are new to this channel, for those who don't know what Barca Talk is, basically we talk about the best team in the world, the best team of all time, the best team this season, especially Real Madrid are second, Barcelona are first. Let's not even mention the Champions League table. But yeah, so that's basically what this is. We talk about Barcelona, the games that they played, the recent games that they played, any Barca news coming up, talk a little bit about the rivals, you know what I'm saying? Talk shit about Real Madrid, who completed another dog shit this season. We talk everything Barca related in this little series that have started a couple months ago, like 2 months ago, I should say. And yeah, now we're in episode 9. And for this week, for this episode, but before I explain that, make sure to like, subscribe, favorite, hit the notification bell for when we upload. Share to your fucking friends that love Barcelona, that hate Barcelona, the Real Madrid fans, whatever. I don't care who watches. All I want to know is that you guys are interacting, that you guys fuck with the Barca talks and the videos in general. Put in the comments whatever the hell you want. I'll respond to all of them. And yeah, let's get right into it. So for this Barca talk, we're going to talk about 3 different games today. We're going to talk about the Celta Vigo tie, 2-2 tie, the 3-0 win against Brest, and a little sprinkling of what happened today of Real Madrid losing to Liverpool. Motherfuckers! We'll get into that later, though. So, but yeah, those were the games we're going to talk about today, and maybe some other news later on after, because there's some news to come out. So yeah, so as you may know that I'm recording this literally a couple hours after the Madrid and Liverpool game. Like literally, what time is it? Like literally like 5 hours later. But yeah. So let's get into it. I did record this yesterday. I recorded this yesterday, but I fucked up the audio massively. So I'm redoing it again today. And honestly, low key, kind of cool that I am, because kind of blessed that I am, because now I can talk my shit about Real Madrid losing. I don't have to make a separate video on that. I can just include it in this. So let's get it right into it. So again, let's just do it. Let's just get into the bad part of the video. Let's start with the 2-2 tie with Barcelona going away to Celta Vigo, where we absolutely and utterly choked. Massive choke from Barcelona, having at one point a 2-0 lead, and then in the span of 5 minutes, giving the lead up and allowing Celta Vigo to make an epic comeback of dreams in front of their fans, in front of their stadiums, and Aspas going in the bench like with his water bottle and shit, mother. Disappointing, very disappointing match in general from the whole team. There were a lot of aspects in that game where we just saw that is not the Barcelona of flick that we've been seeing throughout the season so far. There are a lot of problems that we're seeing. I think the main problem that a lot of us saw as Barca fans was that they were very tired. They looked very tired. They looked very out of it. There were just so many stupid mistakes made in that game. So little attack, little creativity in that game that it just had us wondering what is happening. Is the team just dead? Are they fatigued? Because obviously this is a game after international break. Fuck international break. I don't understand what the is the point of that shit, but that's life. That's how it is. So obviously they're going to struggle with that. Every player's fatigued because basically most of our players went to international break. I think the only one who didn't is obviously Lamine because he's still injured. Cobarci went. Inigo Martinez didn't go. Balde didn't go. Like Pedri got. Gavi didn't go obviously, but most of our starting players did go to international break. So obviously it's gonna play a role in them getting tired and shit, and obviously it's for every single team. And I'm not just outing out the international break or blaming it at all. I'm just saying fuck international break. I think that's something we can all agree on. But yeah, so from that game, literally from the beginning of the game, Celta Vigo could have literally scored like that, like literally 5 minutes in they could have scored. Aspas had a good clear chance which he just mishit massively, and honestly, thank God, because who knows what would have happened if we went down very early on against Celta Vigo, because Celta Vigo this season have been decent. I don't think they've been amazing, but they've been pretty decent this season. So, and obviously going away to them is never easy, especially when you get that mother ass, that mother Aspas, who loves scoring against Barcelona. He always likes turning up against Barcelona, and then against Real Madrid, like, he wants to get a yellow card, right? The game before, and doesn't want to play, huh? Motherfucker. But yeah, so going against Celta Vigo is never easy. So we knew this was going to be a difficult match, especially when we're missing our most creative and most impactful attacker with Lamine Yamal. So it was going to be interesting to see how they did this. We're going to play this game without another game without Lamine Yamal, because obviously the game before that we lost against Real Sociedad 1-0, which was a deserved loss, 100%. I'm never going to deny that. That was a deserved loss. Could have been a half different if they gave us the goal that they took away from us. Yeah, maybe, but in the end, we didn't do enough to win that game. And in this game, similar situation, but at least we scored this game, right? So obviously, the first goal, Rafinha gets the first goal from a beautiful pass from Jules Koundé, and Mingueza completely and utterly misjudges the bounce or the pass, and Rafinha gets through, cuts in, sends Mingueza, and Rafinha with a beautiful finish, putting us 1-0 up. Let me talk about the lineup real quick. So basically, the same lineup we've been seeing through Barcelona, the same defense, except with Martin playing left back instead of Balde. So that had me confused, because before that I didn't see many reports of Balde being injured or anything. So I was confused about that as to why he was starting. So why he wasn't starting, I should say. So I was pretty upset when I saw Martin was going to start this game. And midfield wise, we had Gavi getting his first start ever for Barcelona since coming back from injury. Pedri playing basically the 10. Casado playing the double pivot with Gavi, up top Rafinha, Lewa, and we had Dani Olmo playing as the left winger for this game, which was a major issue for him. I can honestly say I don't think anyone can agree that he had a good game at all in that game. Even he was just not good enough in that game, honestly. But yeah, so Rafinha gets us the first goal from a good pass from Conde. Rafinha takes it, boom, goal. And from there, we were just kind of struggling. Honestly, we were struggling. I couldn't really remember many clear chances, and honestly, I would say it was kind of a snooze fest as a Barca fan, because we just so far this season we've been seeing us play aggressive, impactful, going straight to the goal and boom, creating chances that we knew something was gonna happen, but against Celta Vigo, we just didn't get that sensation. If anything, we were getting the sensation of we better score or they'll score on us. Like there were a lot of issues during that game. And I think one of the main issues in the defense was Gerard Martin. He just was awful, awful, awful. Gets an early yellow card, and he could have gotten a red card. Honestly, we got very lucky. Like when I first saw it, I was like, what? That's not a red. And then I look back at it, and I'm like, oh, shit, yeah, I was wrong. That's a red. He should have massively gotten a red. And we got away with it there. Negrita. But yeah, Martin had a terrible game, and that's why he got hooked in halftime, because my guy, it was just very obvious. Even Flick knows that. Yeah, you are going to get a red card. You are going to get a red card if you are not taking off now. So that's why he gets hooked on in the halftime. But halftime we win. We go in 1-0. from the only person I was ever impressed in that first half was Rafinha. I think Rafinha was the best player in general the whole game. But besides that, I can't say any other player was outstanding. Like Casado had a pretty good, solid defensive game, playing, recovering balls, doing decent. Pedri, I love Pedri so much, but he did not impress me at all in that game. Dani Olmo was terrible on the left. There was just no reason to put him on the left. Actually, I'm not gonna say there's no reason, but he just can't play on the left. He's just not good enough to play on the left. He's just not impactful. He's not involved enough. So it was pretty frustrating with him because when you see Lamine Yamal is out, your most creative, impactful player, you expect a player like Dani Olmo to step in because again, I already explained in the last video as to why I would want in the last Barca Talk why I would want a player like Rafael Leao because as much as Rafinha is doing amazing, he's not a proper winger like that where he will create a chance out of his own. Like he needs someone to help him. He needs someone to feed him because so far since coming to Barcelona, he's shown that he's very intelligent in making those runs, very intelligent in catching the defender, very intelligent in those aspects where he needs a player who can feed him like that. So, and that's the best season. That's the best we've seen of him this season, where he gets fed a good ball and he does what he needs to do because his finishing has been amazing this season and his intelligence making those runs and everything. So, but he's not a Lamine Yamal. He's not a Vinicius Jr. He's not a I would want to say Kylian Mbappe, but he's not showing it that much. Old Kylian Mbappe, I could say, where he would take on a player in himself and do something, right? So since he's not going to offer that, we at least need Dani Olmo to offer that for us. Not on the left, though, like through the middle, trying to control the game, do something for himself. Because that game, he was just, he just didn't do enough. He just didn't do enough what he needed to do. I was pretty upset with him. But again, it was mostly on the fact that he was playing on the left rather than playing the 10 where I would love him. I would like to see him play. Because again, Pedri, I think they just didn't do enough that first half. But yeah. First half we go in 1-0. Second half come in again. Ford comes in for Martin. I think Ford had a decent game, even though he got sent in the second goal that they scored. But in general, I think he had a pretty decent cameo since coming on. And then in the 60th minute, we get the second goal from Robert Lewandowski. A bit of luck in that, but in terms of getting the ball and stuff, but a good finish for him, putting him 2-0. Sorry, putting us 2-0 up. And yeah, at that point we were pretty much. At least for me, I was saying, yeah, we we got this in the bag. There's just no way that we throw this, right? So, let me do some water. I was just saying, there's no way we throw this, right? It's impossible. How can we throw a 2-0 lead when Celta Vigo at that point, they were creating chances, but they didn't create clear chances to the point where, well, we're suffering here. But yeah, that's football, right? So Casado gets a yellow card. Then he gets a second yellow card, and he gets sent off around the 82nd minute to be specific. He gets sent off, which was a stupid sent off in my opinion. I honestly don't even think it's my opinion. I think that's a fact. That was a stupid sent off because there was no reason for him to get that second yellow card. It was pretty ridiculous, honestly, because they made a pass on our side, and Moriba was running for it, but there was absolutely no chance Moriba was going to get to it. But keep holding them back, and then Moriba falls, and then boom, that's a yellow card for sure. And there was a second one, so I don't understand why he did that, but it was stupid, honestly, and he gets sent off. Let me talk about a little bit Moriba. I forgot to mention that Moriba had a pretty decent first half, but second half he didn't really do anything. But yes, that was a stupid sent off, but at that point I wasn't thinking, all right, he got sent off, fuck it, we're gonna lose the next game. That's the only problem here. I honestly don't think that him getting sent off should affect us in the next 8 minutes of the game for us to throw it, right? I was saying, all right, just defend. And then Jules Koundé. Why did you have to do that, Jules Koundé? You fucker. Why the fuck you do that? Why the fuck you do that? I don't know. I don't understand it. I don't know what Jules Koundé was doing there. I don't know what was going through his head. He made a massive mistake. I don't know if he was thinking that, oh, I'm clear. No one told him there was a player coming in behind from him. He just thought that, okay, I'm strong enough to body him. Like, he won't take the ball away. I don't know what was going through his head. but he loses the ball stupidly in our own box. They take the ball and they score. Boom, the comeback is on, right? They're back in the game. And that's the reason I give for us losing that game. I'm going to say it's a loss because when you're 2-0 up, going against Real Madrid in the league, Real Madrid, you need to win every single game possible. So I'm considering a loss. I'm not saying it's just a tie because you can't throw 3 points away like that to end up with one so stupidly. So, but I'm 100% blaming that goal or the loss on Jules Koundé because if that didn't happen, I think we would have been good. All we had to do was defend. But after that massive mistake, well, Celta Vigo wake up and then start attacking like crazy. And at the same time, we were trying to attack for some reason too, and they just caught off. They just caught us. But again, just because Jules Koundé made that mistake doesn't mean in any single way possible, in any form that I hate him or any Barca fan should hate him. Jules Koundé has been amazing this season so far. He has been impeccable. He has improved massively playing in the right back position. Going from a center back to right back is never easy, and he has filled in that role massively for us, and not only for club but for country too. So one little mistake is not going to define, the incredible season that he's having so far. So any Barca fans that are criticizing him, all those idiots that went to his comments talking shit, tell him to leave and stuff like that, just ignore those idiots. We don't have any correlation with those dumbasses. We know what we see from Jules Koundé day week in, week out, and we know that this one mistake is not going to define him and what he will do for us in the games later on. So again, this was a big mistake, yes, for sure, and I respect him massively for taking credibility for that, saying that he had fault to it and that he took the blame of us losing that match or tying the match because of his mistake. And I love that. I love that a lot that he at least took credibility because Araujo should have done that for the Champions League last season. But yeah, massive respect for that. But again, it's never going to define that mistake is not going to define what override what he's done so far this season. So much love to Koundé, honestly. But yeah, that mistake definitely cost us. But yeah, so they make the comeback basically, or they're back in the game after that that one goal. And then they get a second goal literally 3 minutes later after they score the first one. Terrible defending, honestly. Terrible defending. At that point, Pedri got taken off with Fermin. I mean, with who else came off? Someone, I think Dani Olmo. Someone came off. Oh no, Gavi. Frankie came on with Fermin Lopez. And Frankie, since coming on for Barca, has not been impressive a lot. I said in the last Barca talk that I don't think there's going to be a massive problem with Frankie de Jong. I think he will improve. I think Flick will get something right with him. But so far, he just hasn't shown it. I don't know if he's still hurt. I don't know if he just doesn't have the mentality. I don't know what's going on with Frankie de Jong, but he needs to improve because when he comes on, it's looking like more he's a liability than he is any sort of help for us. So he 100% needs to improve. He needs to do better because, saying that you have Frankie de Jong coming off the bench for you, that's a massive, flex. But so far, it hasn't been a flex. It's been more of a, disappointment. So hopefully he improves. He needs to improve because when he came on, he just wasn't good enough. There were aspects in the game where, in that second goal, where he could have probably went back and defended and helped out a little bit, and he just didn't do that. I've always said Frankie de Jong, defensively wise, isn't amazing. But, I don't know. Something has to improve with Frankie because he just doesn't do good enough in there. Fermin, also, Pau Victor came on also in the second half. Again, you can't really expect those guys to do much because they're not, impactful players like that. They haven't been that massive impactful this season for us, especially Pau Victor. So, when they came on, like Flick when they tied it up, because that was a great second goal from them. He caught for it completely, and then boom, makes a good finish. Whoever that was, I don't remember who scored it, but it was a massive mistake for us to allow them to make that kind of comeback. And yeah, we end up getting 1 point from that game, making it now possibly 1 point ahead of Real Madrid if they win the game in hand in the next game that they play. So. Again, a major disappointment from that game because, again, like I said in the last Barca talk, what was the point of us humiliating, destroying Real Madrid 4-0 in their own crib, putting us 6 points ahead of them if in the next couple games we're losing, we're tying, we're dropping points stupidly and allowing them to basically override what that game meant for us, for the season. It meant nothing if we are only 1 point now behind. We went from 6-1. If they win their game at hand, yes, but it makes no sense. It makes no sense for us to be doing that's the disappointing part of it. It's just that we're giving up stupid points and we're allowing Real Madrid to come back and basically look like they're still a fight, right? So yeah, that's the main disappointment for me at least. But yeah, because we gotta understand we're going against Real Madrid. They can pull it out of nowhere because they have the players, they have the capabilities, right? And we have to be on it every single game, and the excuse can never be, because you don't have a 17-year-old playing. You're missing a 17-year-old, that's why you can't win. That's a stupid excuse because we have the players who can step up, who need to step up. So again, from that game, I said, I think Rafinha was probably the best player. I can't really think of anyone else that was amazing because Lewa wasn't great either. Again, Dani Olmo for me was pretty bad. Pedri didn't impress. Casado, pretty decent before the red card. Gavi, all right. And yeah, because when it comes to our bench, who we need to bring someone in, we don't have like many impactful players who can come in and make a complete difference for us. Like when it comes to, let's say we need a goal, like bringing on Gavi or bringing on Frankie isn't the best options to try and go and get for another goal because I think they're more defensive minded than they are attacking minded. I think Casado is more creative than both of them as of now. So far this season, he's shown that he's more creative than both of them. I think at one point Gavi was for sure better going forward, but after his injury so far, since he's coming back, he's been more reserved. He's been more trying to control the game rather than trying to go and attack and create chances and all that. Compared to Casado, who Casado has a really good eye for the ball, good eye for the final passes, and he's shown that he's very creative more than Frankie and Gavi so far. So when it comes to impacting bringing players to make an impact, we don't really have it like that. So because again, Ansu Fati's always getting injured. Pau Victor and Fermin haven't been impressive at all, or not enough, and yeah, so a lot of things need to improve. We need to start doing what we were doing earlier and finishing games off early because they're gonna be games like this where we're gonna struggle. We're gonna be, the other team may be better than us, and yeah, we have to get it out the back because if we don't, well, we're going to give up a league title again. We know we can't do that. We can't give it to a league title to a Real Madrid side who are completely and utterly terrible this season because, again, they're the only one competing with us. Atletico Madrid are basically out this shit. I'm not convinced at all with them. So, yeah, we need to improve. Disappointing draw and 2 points down the drain. What can we say? Fuck.
What's up, everybody? It's me, Jimmy. I just wanted to remind you that you better like, subscribe, favorite, hit the notification bell for every time we upload, and share to your friends that love Timmy. The fuck you doing here, Timmy? You're ruining my session, you bitch. Terma? Get the fuck out of here, motherfucker. Terma. Sorry about that, folks. I just wanted to remind you to share with your friends that love football. And if you don't, I'm going to find you and I will destroy you, motherfucker. Bye.
All right. Let's move on now to the next game. A bit of more of excitement, kind of. Champions League. The Champions League is finally back after 2 weeks of international fucking dumbass break. We got the Champions back, and yeah, Barcelona were hosting a game at the Montjuic Stadium. I know it's called the Montjuic, but I call it the Montjuic because I hate the stadium, so I don't want to call it by its real name. So we host Brest, who so far before the game were 3-1. They were undefeated. No team has defeated them in the Champions League when they played Salzburg, they played Leverkusen, and they played, I forgot who the other team was, but they haven't lost. So they've been pretty impressive so far this season. And obviously, we were going to be their first major test playing away to at our crib, our I don't even know what to call it, our hotel. I don't know. But coming away to us is never going to be easy, especially for them. Who, what I saw from their players, I don't see anyone really that impressive looking. So yeah, we get the 3-0 win. Good win. This deserved win for sure. And important win to get us now to 12 points. And currently we are second in the league, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, after the games today, I don't know if we're still second though. We were second yesterday. I don't know if we are still second today. No, we're third now because obviously Liverpool won today. So we're third with 12 points. Beautiful. Beautiful. I heard the commentator said that if I think 15 points will guarantee you basically top 8. So if we win our next game, we'll be chilling, right? We'll be chilling. But our next game will be against Borussia Dortmund away at the crib, and we know that that's never easy. Ex PSG, ex Mbappe. So yeah, because their fans are insane. So that would definitely be a real test. But I think Yamal should be back by then, hopefully. But I think he will because I'm pretty sure I saw news already that he's training with the team, so that's good news. So, but yeah, let's talk quickly about the game. 3-0 win, 2 goals from Lewandowski, and 1 goal from Dani Olmo. Lineup, Iñaki Peña in goal. Defense the same as Celta Vigo. Gerard Martin again. Kubarsi, Inigo, and Kunde. Double pivot of Pedri and Casado. 10, Dani Olmo, thank you. Rafinha on the right. Fermin Lopez on the left, and Lewandowski up top. Okay, let's talk about this. Why the fuck is Gerard Martin starting again? That's the question everyone was asking before the game. Why the is Gerard Martin starting again? What has he proven, Flick? What has he proven to you? Because before this game, I can't think of one single match where he impressed. I can't think of one. So at this point, the only reason I can think of is he just prefers a natural left back to play left back. Or he just doesn't fuck with Ford. I don't know what it is. I'm going with he wants a natural left back to play left back because obviously being a natural left back is different than playing a right back and a left back. The only person we saw that's able to do that good enough is the likes of João Cancelo. But I don't know. I think that's the only reason he wants a natural left back to play left back, and Gerard Martin is the only option we have. Because I was expecting Balde to come into this game, so I'm guessing that he just wasn't fully fit yet. Which I have no problem with giving Balde rest. It's just the problem is we have Gerard Martin as a substitute, which is not good enough. So, yeah, when Barca fans, when we saw that lineup, we were definitely like, what the fuck, man? That was very disappointing. But yeah, but the rest of the lineup I was pretty happy with. Dani Olmo going back to his 10 role, Fermin on the left. I mean, I don't really expect who else could play. Maybe probably would have expected a Pau Victor, but I don't really know. I don't really care who else could have played there. Rafinha on the right in his natural position, and then Lewo up top. I was happy with seeing that because the game against Real Sociedad, for some reason, Pedri and Fermin were playing on the right, while Rafinha was playing on his natural left wing. Not natural, but the left wing position he's basically been playing all season long, which he's been doing amazing at. But for that game, I was confused as to why he was playing on the left when he's a natural right winger. He should have played on the right against Real Sociedad. So I was happy that at this Flick finally saw that and put him back on the right for that game. Even though there was a lot of times in the game where he wasn't there, but he was definitely there a lot of times. But there were some times where he was just like roaming around trying to get more involved in the game, because I think that was pretty much one thing that he was disappointing in, that he probably wasn't involved as much as he would have liked to, because there were a lot of times where he was just hugging the wing and he wasn't getting the ball enough, and there were times where the other players honestly just didn't see him because he was making some good runs. He was making some good runs honestly, but and they just didn't see him. So that's why I think he was like going back to the left, going to the middle, going to the right. He was everywhere today, but or that game. So yeah, but in general, I like to see it more on the right if Yamal is out, not anyone else. So, going into the game, I was confident that we were gonna win. We're gonna win, no problem with that. It's just a problem with the game in general. I streamed the game, so for anyone that wants to watch me stream these games, twitch.tv/FEBLeo10. I'll have it all my socials in the description for you guys to check out. But I streamed the game, and I will consider it kind of a snooze fest. If I'm being completely honest, I wasn't too impressed with our performance. I wasn't too happy with our performance. I think there were many aspects in the game where we just did absolutely nothing, and Brest were very defensively good. Honestly, they were doing very good defensive wise. We got the first goal from a penalty from a beautiful pass from Pedri to Lewandowski, who had chested down good, but he didn't get fouled by the goalkeeper himself. And then boom, Lewa gets his 100th goal. Congratulations to Lewandowski, 100th goal, 141 coming soon. Ronaldo, tremble, motherfucker. That little trophy that the UCL gave you, like, oh look, he's the top goal scorer. You're gonna have to give it to Lewa soon, because this season he's gonna score 20. The next season he's gonna score 20, and the season after that he's gonna score 1. They don't pass you, motherfucker, because he's already 102. Tremble, Ronaldo, tremble, because after that you're nothing. But congratulations to Lewandowski again for getting his 100th goal from a classic Ronaldo goal, penalty, and putting us up 1-0, 1-0, good finish. But after that, what did we do? Not much. We barely created that game. After that, I don't even remember us having that many chances in the first half at all. But at the same time, it wasn't like, oh, if we don't do our chances, they'll do it back. No, Barcelona just were controlling the ball the whole game, and Brest maybe got through like once, which was like literally what Mbappe did to us in the Clásico, where he was completely offside and makes a good finish from the right. They did that same thing. It was a good finish, but it meant nothing because he was offside. Let's talk about the best midfielder in the world, Pedri. Wow, what a performance from Pedri. He was amazing, utterly amazing. I was kind of surprised that he didn't get man of the match for that game. Pau Cubarsí got it, but I don't really care about that. But for me, 100%, Pedri was the man of the match. He was incredible, made good recoveries, made good plays, made good dribbles. He was incredible that game, bro. Made some beautiful passes in that game too. And he was for sure our light in that game, because a lot of other players, like Dani Olmo, did not impress me. So Dani Olmo, again, I don't know if it's that he's fatigued. I don't know if he's just not fully fit from his injury. I don't know what the problem is with him. But in the last 2 games, he just hasn't been the same. He just hasn't been impressive enough to show us, oh, that's what we bought you for, motherfucker. When we don't have Yamal, we got you. So he just didn't do that. It wasn't impressive at all that game. He just kept trying to force so many passes to Lewa. He just kept trying to force crosses in general. He just wasn't that guy who would, we know how techy he is. We know how good he is at dribbling. He just wouldn't do it. He just didn't try to do it the whole game until the first goal. Till his goal. But besides that, he just wasn't doing it for me. I was pretty disappointed in his performance, honestly. But I think the goal saved him a bit in, covering the performance that he had. But in general, not impressed at all. But again, he got his goal, but cool. But I really don't really care, because I wanted to see more from him, because I get excited when I see Dani Olmo start. I love Dani Olmo. I love the player that he is, the dribbles that he does, the ability that he has. I love Dani Olmo. I want to see him and do those things. So when he doesn't do it, I get disappointed, obviously. But yeah. So again, Dani Olmo did not have a great game. Casado had a pretty decent game. Obviously Casado is going to start this game because now he can play the next league game against Las Palmas on Saturday. So yeah, it was obvious that he was going to start, but in general, he's the double pivot to this season so far with Pedri. Lewandowski, not great, honestly. He did not do amazing, but the one thing you want from your striker is to get goals, and he got 2 goals. So again, it doesn't matter if he's having a great performance or not in terms of, what link-up plays or whatever, is the fact that he's getting the goals, and he got 2. I don't think he was getting fed that much either, so I can't really blame him on that, but he got 2 goals. Cool. Amazing. Damn, for some reason I just remembered Rafinha had a shot against Celta Vigo where he hit the post. Fuck. I totally forgot to mention that. Celta Vigo. If Rafinha scored that goal against Celta Vigo, that would have been game over. But we're talking about this game right now. Fuck that. Against Brest. What's it called? Rafinha, kind of decent game. He wasn't amazing, but the one thing about Rafinha, like I mentioned earlier, about him being a proper winger and stuff, like when he was on the right a lot, he just tried to cross, try to be creative a lot. He tried to do it, like it's just because Rafinha has a good eye, he has a good pass, he has a good whippage. It's just that he just bombs it, bro. He bombs that ball. He bombs so many balls at Lewa that it was a perfect pass to him, but he bombed it at them. Like, you know how difficult it is to fucking control that shit. So that was funny, but he was all right. He was all right, but at the same time, again, I don't think that he was too happy playing on the right. I think he's gotten accustomed to play more of a central role on the left, playing in the central in general to get involved as much as he can. And because there were, again, multiple times where he made good runs, they didn't see him. There were multiple times where he just wasn't getting the ball enough to doing something. But at the same time, he did get the ball a lot and didn't do much with it either. So not an amazing game, but, decent game. What else I'm going to talk about? The whole defensive line in general was amazing. Brest had nothing against us. I don't think they had a shot on target the whole game in general. So, Barcelona's defense was amazing, including Gerard Martin. Not amazing, but I'm gonna say that for what we know about Gerard Martin, from what we see about Gerard Martin, he had a good game, right? He had a good game. He wasn't terrible, but we already seen that. It's just like difficult to like praise this guy because he didn't make mistakes like he usually does, but at the same time, he didn't impress. You just like look at him like, okay, yeah, okay, yeah, you're playing, I guess. Like it was just not like you're just not looking at this guy to see like impressive Palde, because there were so many times in that game where he could have ran forward, drove in the ball forward, do something. I mean, he did get the assist against for Dani Olmo's goal, but still, like there were multiple times he could have done more. But he just doesn't do it because, again, I don't know if I'm guessing at this point he just doesn't have the ability to do it or the pace because he's not that quick either. So, because when Bonley came in, we saw the difference like that, bro. That motherfucker just kept running through people like nothing. So we see the difference between those two. So yeah, not an amazing game, but not a terrible game either. Mid game. But Kubarsi, Inigo, Kunde, all good. Very good. I think Kunde, a game, mid kind of game too. Defensively was good. But when it goes coming forward, when he doesn't have that person being there, that's why I was like kind of confused when Rafinha was on the left and stuff, like going, roaming around, because there were some times in the games where Kunde was completely by himself on the right. Rafinha wasn't there. So Juice Koundé, multiple times, he just kept trying to cross. And I'm just like, bro, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Like he just didn't have that player who can link up with him so he can give it to him. He makes the overlapping run, or he waits for them to make the run, and then he gives it to them. Like, he just didn't have that option with him. He just kept trying to cross a lot of times because he had no other option to do. Because we know Juice Koundé is in a proper right back who is like a Carvajal or a Trent or creative monsters like them. But yeah, Juice Conde wasn't amazing going forward, but defensively wise, he was very good. Inaki, I can't really say much about him because he really didn't get tested at all this game. And yeah, in general, the game was all right. I think the scoreline covers a bit of what the overall performance was, to be honest, because I don't think it was an amazing game, but again, what matters is getting the 3 points. What matters is getting the win, and a good scoreline like a 3-0 win is not bad to see either. So yeah, Dani Olmo's goal was a pretty good goal, and that's what I wanted to see more of Dani Olmo. When a pass from Martin, he gets the ball, dribbles past one, and then shoots it. A bit of luck in that, but gets the goal. Lewandowski's second goal was a good recovery from Balde, then from Rafinha and Balde. Balde makes the pass to Lewa. Lewa turns, scores, classic 9 goal that you would want from your player. Again, as much as Lewa isn't having an amazing game, at least he's getting the goals, right? It doesn't matter if they're not getting, again, linking up good or shit like that. But what matters is that you're scoring. That's what you want from your striker, and he scored twice. So now he's at 101 goals. Cool, beautiful. I like to see that. So again, three points, 3 massive points from Barcelona. Again, my man of the match was 100% Pedri. I loved Pedri for that game. Brest, I can't really name anyone from that team that impressed me at all in any aspect of the game. But yeah, great win. 12 points, 3rd place now. One more win, and we pretty much got top 8. I think we pretty much already got top 8 secured. I'm not worried at all. But if we get the win against Borussia Dortmund, that's pretty much top 8 secured. On to the next round. Unlike some motherfuckers who are in 24th place. Is it 24th? Oh, yeah, let me just make sure real quick. I could be more voting on right now. 24th place. Let's move on. So yeah, that was Barcelona. That was us. That was me talking about Barcelona, the best team in the world, the best team of all time, the best team in such space, especially in La Liga. Real Madrid, your second. Let's get into another Champions League match. But before we talk about Real Madrid and Barcelona, Real Madrid and Liverpool, PSG lost. Fuck you, Luis Enrique, for talking shit about Barca. And fuck you, Ousmane Dembele. You got a red card. You're nothing without us, motherfucker. Bayern, I don't really care if you get the win or not. But yeah, Bayern lose. PSG win. PSG lose. Bayern win. 1-0 win from Bayern Munich to PSG. I don't care. PSG are stupid. Finished. Done. Finito. Any other hate watch I want to care talking about? City. What the fuck is going on with City? How the fuck they give up a 3-0 lead? That's incredible. How the fuck does City give up a 3-0 lead? How are you 3-0 up and you lose? That's a loss because they need to win. That's a loss. You can't be 3-0 up and lose and let them tie like that. That's incredible. Oh, I also want to give a big fuck you to Pablo Torre because I had a parlay of Arsenal to beat Sporting, which they did. Fuck, what else was it? Oh, yeah. Haaland to score at any time, which he did. Feyenoord to also score, both teams to score, which they clearly did. I had Barcelona to win the game, and I had another team to win the game, which they did. The only thing that didn't hit was Rafinha anytime goal scorer because Pablo Torre decided to shoot when Rafinha was completely open by himself. So a bit. You cost me money. Yeah, but Pep Guardiola. So you guys all the scratches and shit on his face. What is going on with Pep Guardiola? What is going on with Manchester City? Are they finished? Are they done? Who knows? Arsenal get the 4-1 or 5-1 win against Sporting. When they lose their best manager, obviously you have an advantage there, right? And the new manager, new ideas. It's not gonna fucking work like that in the first Champions League match. So I don't really care. I'm not too impressed about that. That's pretty much it. I don't really care. Let's get on to the good news. The good games. The good game of the second day of the champion. Real Madrid go away to Anfield, the Anfield of a Liverpool of Arne Slot, where they're currently top of the league in the Premier League. Currently, before that match, 4-0 in the Champions League, being top of the league, and basically impressing the whole world into saying, "Wow, is Klopp a fraud?" No, I'm kidding. But yeah. Who would have thought that Arne Slot can come into this Liverpool side and completely have them keep on going what Klopp has been doing for the last couple of years in such an impressive manner? It's just been honestly very impressive from Arne Slot in this Liverpool side. Will they continue like this for the rest of the season? Who knows? Time will tell. But as of now, they are for sure one of the best teams in the world, second to Barcelona for sure. But yeah, what a game! What a game! When you look at the lineups from Real Madrid's side, and obviously their major losses were Vinicius Jr. not playing for that game. He got injured right before that game against Leganes, where they won 3-0, and everyone was like, "Oh my God, look, we're back! Oh, Real Madrid fans, we're back! We're gonna win!" Because when we beat the small teams, you would get impressed. But yeah, they were missing Vinicius Jr. They had a back line of Thibaut Courtois came back. Cool for him. Thibaut, did he play against? I don't know if he played against. I think he did play against Leganes. Who knows? I forget. But Thibaut Courtois in goal. Federico Valverde on the right back. Center backs of Raúl Asensio and Rudiger. Left back of Ferland. Midfield of Camavinga, Luka Modric, Jude Bellingham, and up top they had Kylian Mbappe, Brahim Diaz, and Arda Güler. In Liverpool side, they had Kelleher in goal, center backs of Konate and Van Dijk, and right back Connor Bradley, because Trent was injured for that game. I don't think he was injured. I think he just wasn't fully fit because he was on the bench. And left back of Robertson, double pivot of McAllister and Gravenberch up top, playing the 10, Jones, then Mohamed Salah, Luis Diaz, and Darwin Nunez up top. Okay, pretty even, right? Pretty even because according to Florentino Perez, Real Madrid have the best academy in the world. Look at Raúl Asensio. Look at Federico Valverde. Look at Vinicius Jr. and Rodrigo, who we paid 40 million for. Huh. Yeah. So I guess Real Madrid had no excuse for this game. So obviously, for those that follow me on TikTok, that follow me on Instagram, I made a bet that if Real Madrid were to somehow magically defeat Liverpool and Anfield, I was going to eat this hot chip. This hot chip that I've been saving since a Clásico, where I also made the bet that if Real Madrid beat us in the Clásico, that I would have ate this live on stream. And look at it, it's still here, intact. Not really intact, but the chip is still alive and well because Real Madrid are failures and they can't make me eat this shit, and they probably won't because by the time this shit expires, which is in a couple months from now, by then, yeah, that shit will be preserved there. I'll probably hang it right there when it expires. Still, the chip that Madrid never made me eat because they couldn't beat the teams that I made a bet with. So I made a bet for this game. If Liverpool lost, I would have ate it. I streamed this game for anyone that's, again, twitch.tv/FEBLeo10. I have it in the description. I streamed this game, and I was happy as fuck, as you can tell, because Liverpool destroy Real Madrid. And I'm saying destroy with emphasis because the scoreline might not look like they destroyed them, but anyone that saw the game knows that they destroyed them. 2-0. 2-0. Goal from Cody Gakpo and a goal from the boy, McAllister. Yeah. Wow. What a game. What a game. Obviously, going into this game, like I said in the TikTok that I posted where I said that I was going to make this bet, I said that, again, I was so confident that Real Madrid were going to win this game. And that was before the Vinicius Jr. news. I was confident because the first clip that you see in that TikTok, I made a little podcast with a couple of two other guys, two other friends talking about football. And I made that bet before Vinny got injured. That's how confident I was. That even if Vinny was on that team, that they still would have lost to Liverpool. And then after, when I figured out that he was injured and he was going to play, even further my confidence went up that Real Madrid were going to lose this game because the guy on the left, who played on the left today, he's just not it anymore, is he? But yeah, I was very confident that Real Madrid were going to lose this game, and that because, again, for one, how good Liverpool have been this season and how bad in general Real Madrid have been this season. That just gave me the confidence that nothing else really. I don't really care if Vinny was still playing. I mean, if Vinny, I can admit that if Vinny was in this game, it would have probably been a different game. But still, I would have given the win to Liverpool for sure. But again, I said in that TikTok, the main thing was Real Madrid get praised so much when they beat the small teams. But when they played the big teams this season, Atletico Madrid, they tied. Lille, they lose. AC Milan, they lose. Liverpool, they lose. And the team back there, they lose. So when they go against the big boys, they can't do it. But when it goes against the small boys, oh my God, Vinny, Balón de Oro, Mbappe, he's back. Bellingham, the best. Our defense, we're the best in the world. When you guys play against the small teams, you guys are praising them like they're gods, like they're back. That's Real Madrid heritage for you. But when they played against the big teams this season, they win utter dog shit. So, again, that's why I was so confident that Real Madrid were going to lose this game. But yeah, from minute 1 to minute 45 in the first half, it was so evident who was the better team, who created the most lethal chances, who had the most chances, who was looking better, and who was looking to win this game, which was obviously Liverpool. When looking back into the first half, Real Madrid didn't have a single shot on target that whole first half. I don't know how many they had. Let me check. Did they have Besides I think the penalty, pretty sure the penalty was the first shot on target that Real Madrid had, if I'm not mistaken. They had 3 shots on target. Wow. But in the whole first half, they had 0. So, yeah, Real Madrid were completely awful in that first half. They did nothing that first half. The only player that stood out to me was Eduardo Camavinga, who was exceptional in that first half. A lot of defensively, he was incredible. Like I said, I made a TikTok saying that Camavinga 100% should start over Tchouaméni in playing that 6th role. If you were to get rid of one of them, and 100% has to be Tchouaméni, get rid of him and put Camavinga there. He can fill in front of that role, and he should play the 6. Because look how good he is defensively. His IQ, his ability, his length, everything, he has it to be playing that 6 role over Tchouaméni. And on top of that, he has creativity, which Tchouaméni doesn't. Tchouaméni, I should say. Sorry. I kept saying Tchouaméni in the last one. Tchouaméni. But again, great first half from Camavinga. He was incredible in that first half. Better than the rest of the team because, we see the likes of Arda Güler, who makes one good dribble against Leganés. Oh my God, he should start. And he had a complete and utter disaster class against Liverpool today. He was terrible. For those who have seen my old videos, what I've said about in the past, I like Arda Güler. I can appreciate the talent that he is. I fuck with him. I was questioning a lot of times, why is Arda Güler not starting for Real Madrid? Why is he not starting on the right for them? Why is he not playing more minutes for them? Why? And now we know the answer why. Because when it comes to the big games, he can't do it. Is it because he's not playing the 10? Because he was on the right that game, the whole game? Who knows? But no. He was terrible that game. I think we saw that game why he maybe doesn't start for Real Madrid. I think Ancelotti just sees it a bit more than us. Who knows? But he was not impressive at all against Liverpool. He did nothing. He lost the ball multiple times. Every time he got the ball, he did nothing with it. He just passed it back to Federico Valverde or passed it back to some other player. He did nothing with it. And he took some stupid shots, which led to nothing. Like his free kick was awful. Like nothing went right for Arda Güler for this game. And that's why he got hooked on. He hooked off in whenever Camavinga got injured. But terrible game from Arda Güler. Brahim Diaz, I think he was better than Mbappe, I should say, in that first half. I think Brahim Diaz dribbled the ball a couple times, very good. He definitely tried to do more than Mbappe. That's for sure. He tried to do more, but it just didn't work out for him because Liverpool's defensive line was just incredible. Jude Bellingham, not impressed at all. One player like Pedri can shine in the big lights. Some others can't. That's life. That's life for you. I just want to say one thing about Jude Bellingham. A lot of people are saying people are not appreciating Jude Bellingham enough. They're not appreciating him enough that he's apparently, to them, having a very good season. He's been incredible for Real Madrid. He's been one of the top players. But it's just that the team is not delivering. They're not helping him. Guess what, mother? That's exactly what I've been saying about Pedri for all these motherfucking years. Pedri puts up amazing performances, but the team don't help him enough to show that. But since in the past we lost, it's Pedri's fault. Disaster class. He doesn't show up. Well, now you're seeing it with your own player, mother. Jude Bellingham. Again, I can appreciate Jude Bellingham. Anytime I hate on Jude Bellingham, it's because he's a Madrista and I want to troll. Because I don't want Madristas to succeed. So I'm going to troll sometimes. But I can appreciate the talent that Jude Bellingham is. He is a great talent. He's an amazing player. And he's going to be in the top for the next couple of years. 100%. But now you're seeing when your team doesn't deliver and he's still playing decently, how motherfuckers would troll you. How motherfuckers would talk shit. Because they don't care about that. We have people who are stat merchants like, how many successful passes did he make? How many dribbles did he make? Instead of just watching the game with their eyes. So now you're feeling what we've been feeling for the last couple of years with Pedri. Pedri puts up amazing performances, but since he didn't score, since he didn't assist, since he didn't complete 1,000 passes, didn't complete 1,000 dribbles, he had a shit game. He's terrible this season. Blah, 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 blah. You're seeing the exact same with Jude Bellingham. Suck it, mother. Oh yeah. So that's what I gotta say about that. Before we go. Yeah, but Jude Bellingham in that game wasn't good at all. Honestly, he just wasn't good at all. He made like maybe one or two good plays, but besides that, not great. Not great at all from Jude Bellingham. Defensive wise for Real Madrid, not good enough either. Ferland Mendy is shite. Shite. I think I've said this multiple times. Like literally the first video I made about Real Madrid, or the video I made about Real Madrid and how the season's going to go this season, I said he was shite. No confidence in him at all. And I don't know why any Madrista would ever give that guy confidence. Federico Valverde, then all right. The one thing that Real Madrid were doing very good was nullifying Salah and Diaz a lot. They were double teaming them anytime they got the ball, which was good because Salah didn't do much in that first half. He made like one good pass to Darwin Nunez, but besides that, didn't do much that we needed him to do. Luis Diaz either. I think he was better in the second half than he was in the first half. But yeah, defensive wise, that Raul Asensio, they were decent. They were decent because I mean they didn't get scored on, but they were decent. But that Raul Asensio guy, that was funny. Raul Asensio, like he literally cleared a ball from the line from something he did himself. Like he almost scored an own goal. If he did that, that would have been hilarious. Because apparently, youngster, bad, good, he's playing for the Fabrica, blah 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 blah. The fuck out of here! He's not doing shit. He's getting sold on like next year type shit. But besides that, yeah, again, I want to talk about Kylian Mbappe so bad, but I'll save it a little bit. Give me some time. Liverpool defensively wise, incredible. Robertson, Bradley did their job, did what they needed to do. Robertson, I think, had the better first half for sure. I think Robertson was their best player in that first half, along with Van Dijk. Wow, what a performance from Van Dijk! Not only in the first half, but the whole game in general, but specifically that first half. That's the Van Dijk. That's prime Van Dijk right there. What amazing defending he did. He was incredible on the ball. He gave a one stupid ball to Arda Güler where Arda Güler fucked up, but besides that, he was incredible the whole match. Wow, what a performance from Van Dijk, showing if he's probably the best center back in the world right now for sure, over Saliba, 100%. And like Kubarsi is the best young center back in the world, and he's the best center back in the world. I can say that confidently because he had a great performance. Konate did too, but Van Dijk for sure stepped up more. The confidence that he has, man. When you see that guy in your back line, especially this season, you just have utter confidence that you're not getting scored on with him. So amazing performance from Van Dijk. Konate again, very good too. Gravenberch wasn't impressive that first half. He was struggling a bit with Jude Bellingham. He was struggling a bit with Kamavinga. He wasn't. He was giving the ball up stupidly. Defensively wise, he wasn't amazing. He got a yellow card that first half. So did McAllister. But yeah, Gravenberch didn't really impress me the first half. McAllister, decent the first half. Not amazing either. Jones, again, not amazing either. Like that first half was very boring. Let's be honest. That first half was very boring. Neither Real Madrid or Liverpool did have 3 clear chances. You change the word clear chances to just chances when it's Darwin Nunez taking those chances, because Darwin Nunez literally, he had one good run that Salah gave him, and he shoots it right at the goalie. One little like deflections and stuff that they had in the box, and he shoots it right at the goalie. And then that little header that he did, which like literally just went wide. That was a difficult header for sure. But yeah, when it comes to Darwin Nunez, those clear chances just turn into chances. Let's be honest. But again, Darwin Nunez. But I think again, the one thing I said about Darwin Nunez in the stream was Darwin Nunez isn't going to like score those goals that you need him to because he's shit at finishing. But the one thing he is very dangerous at making those runs. He's very dangerous in his movements. His movement is incredible. So he for sure was going to cause danger. And literally in the first couple of minutes of the game, he caused danger for Real Madrid, where he shot it at the goalie. But still, great run from him, great attack. And they could have scored early on, but they didn't. But still, that was the main threat that they, Arne Slot definitely saw for Darwin Nunez for this game. And he did pretty well. Now, he didn't do amazing, but he was pretty good. Am I missing anyone else? Luis Diaz, again, just did not impress me at all in that first half at all. He just kept passing the ball. He did not try to take it on. Again, he was getting double teamed like Salah was. But I don't know. I expected more from him. I expected more from him for sure, because I've seen him take him on 2 players before. I've seen him take him on 3, whatever. He tried to get through everyone. But that game, he just didn't want to take the risk. Because when you look at that game, it was more on Real Madrid to win it than Liverpool to win it. Because this week for Liverpool is their hell week. Like Barcelona had their hell week when Bayern Munich and Real Madrid, Bayern Munich in the Champions League and Real Madrid in the league. This is Liverpool's hell week. Real Madrid in the Champions League and Manchester City on the weekend for the league. The difference is that Liverpool have a little bit of advantage is that they're playing both at home. So this is their hell week, and they already passed one, beating Real Madrid. Now they possibly going to beat Manchester City on the weekend, who are looking very bad so far this season. And imagine that, being 12 points ahead of Manchester City. Wow. And Arsenal, because Arsenal right now only currently 1 point behind City. So, 13 points ahead of Arsenal too? What could stop them from there from winning the league? Honestly, very impressive. But and if Arne Slot wins the season with Liverpool, like I saw people, this is embarrassing for Klopp because he did it in his first season. Blah blah blah. The difference is that Klopp went against Prime City, while Slot is going from like a kind of declining City right now. The only person this embarrasses, if Liverpool win the league, the only person this embarrasses is Mikel Arteta, because look how many years it's taken him to just compete for the title. He competed twice. He bottled it twice. It was completely on him and his team. Because last season, City weren't incredible. The only reason City won the league is because Arteta and Arsenal fell off. They lost in tied games, which they should have not. And if they won those games, they could have won the league because it came down to the last day too. If City lost that game in the last day, Arsenal would have been champions. So the only person this is going to be embarrassing if Liverpool win is Mikel Arteta, because for Arne Slot to come in his first season and only make one signing, or at least one good signing with Chiesa, who's barely been playing, that's embarrassing for you, buddy. Because the amount of money you spent and the amount of bottles you had, wow. Mikel Arteta is the only one you can blame for that. But again, he's the only guy who's going to be embarrassed if Arne Slot wins the season in the first season that he plays for Liverpool. Wow. But again, this is Liverpool's hell week, and they're already placing one with flying colors. Let's see what they do on the weekend. Unfortunately, I can't watch the game because I'm going to be at work. But should be a good game maybe, because in the past we've always seen that Liverpool and City have good games. But yeah, that first half, Liverpool had the clearer chances, but in general, it was an amazing half. Second half, though, was completely and utterly different. But before we get to the second half, let's talk about Kylian, Kiki, Mbappe. Going into this game, the main talk was Kylian Mbappe should have been the main figure for this game, the main guy to lead Real Madrid to the win, because he's finally being able to play in his natural position, which is on the left. The left has been occupied by Vinicius Jr. so far this season, the guy who is actually Real Madrid. Vinicius Jr. is out. Mbappe finally has the chance to prove something. This is the first real test, because I guess Leganés, he played on the left, but he wasn't amazing. The only reason he got his goal is because Vinny fed him. This is his chance. Finally, you can play on the left. Finally show why the only reason you've been playing is bad is because you've been playing out of position. Finally show it to the world. And he didn't do. Embarrassing performance from Kylian Mbappe. Nothing from Kylian Mbappe. Wow. That is honestly disgraceful. Disgraceful performance from Kylian Mbappe. If I was a Madrista, I'd be pissed, because I can't even think of one good dribble that he had that game. Not any clear chances. And on top of that, he misses a fucking penalty to bring your team back into the game, to try and make the epic comeback of dreams that Real Madrid always dream of doing when they're playing shit. But Kylian Mbappe, nope. He's like, nope, I'm ass. I'm done. I'm finished. Kylian Mbappe, at this point, is it a confidence thing? Who knows? Because he skipped on 2 international breaks to stay and train and do better for Real Madrid. And look at him now. He's not done any difference from the first international break. Nothing. He's still shit. He's still not doing good. I hope the shop teaches him a lesson and be like, you dubbed us, I'm dubbing you for this next World Cup or for the next Euros, for the next qualifiers. Who knows? Be like, yo, no, you dubbed us, bro. You're going to have to watch now. You're going to have to earn your spot again. Obviously, probably not going to happen, but still, I hope he does. Because He skipped on 2 international breaks to go and try and improve for Real Madrid, and he still isn't improving at all. If anything, he's declining even further down in his rabbit hole. So, wow, this was the game for you to prove something, and you utterly, utterly, utterly disappointed your fans. But you made me happy. Motherfucker. Yeah. Wow. What a shit performance from Kylian Mbappe. I love it though. I love it so much. I love it so much. You know, when he opens that Twitter, he's gonna have this. He's gonna have the heartbeat of a fucking person that's nervous. I don't know. You know that motherfucker nervous. You know he's nervous. Yeah. Terrible performance from Kylian Mbappe. Did absolutely nothing that game. The only shot on target that he had the whole game was the penalty that he missed. Wow. But yeah, Liverpool get the first goal from McAllister. A great little 1-2 with Connor Bradley, and then boom, goal. But before that, McAllister made some good balls into a beautiful ball to Connor Bradley, where Bradley, unfortunately, just headers just straight to the Courtois, an easy save for Courtois. He also made one in the first half too, if I'm not mistaken. But McAllister had a great performance, and then he gets his goal from a little driven shot to the bottom left, golazo. 1-0 up for Real Madrid, for Liverpool, giving them the lead that they so deserved. And in that second half, every single player from Liverpool like that improved. Who knows what Arne Slot told them? But he told them to step it the fuck up, and they did step it the fuck up, because every player that I just judged in the first half that didn't great, like Gravenberch, like Jones, like Salah, like Luis Diaz, they all massively improved in the second half. Massively improved. They were all incredible in the second half. Like especially Jones, he was controlling the ball very well in the second half, controlling the game very well in the second half. But yeah, everyone improved massively. Again, I want to know what Arne Slot told them, because to make them improve that much after 15 minutes of just talking to them, incredible. So again, Liverpool getting the lead that is so desperately earned and deserved. Again, Real Madrid were playing very low. It was very clear that Real Madrid were trying to play on the counterattack with Arda Güler and Mbappe especially, because in that first half they were playing very defensive, low blocking it. Not low blocking it, but the whole team was back defending, right? It was very evident that they were playing reserved and that they were waiting for a chance to get the ball quickly and try to feed try to feed Mbappe, or try to feed Güler to give him the ball and try to feed Mbappe. But it didn't work. It didn't work at all. That's why I was saying that Liverpool could afford a tie. Real Madrid couldn't afford a tie because he's just not good enough. They needed to win 100%, and a loss is even worse. So the fact that happened was incredible to see. But yeah, the second half, Liverpool were amazing. They get the first goal, winning deservedly, and then out of nowhere, Camavinga gets injured, which is a major loss for them. Again, he was playing incredible for them, and then he gets injured. I think it's a hamstring thing, because he was holding his hamstring. So who knows what happens? Who knows how long he'll be out for? But that injury was massive for them, because now they're losing their defensive presence on the pitch, because now you have to bring in. You have to bring in Dani Ceballos, which is fucking funny. So, yeah, Dani Ceballos comes in for Camavinga, and Arda Güler gets off for the boy. Come on for Arda Güler. Someone came on for Arda Güler. Who the fuck came on for Arda Güler? I had to check, because I don't know. I know Arda Güler came off the same time that Camavinga came off. Arda Güler got substituted by. Lucas Vasquez comes in for Arda Güler, because he's going to do something there. He's the best. Yeah, so he comes in for Arda Güler, and from there, I guess that was a good substitution, because he wins them a penalty. Dani Ceballos makes a good pass to Lucas Vasquez, controls the ball, cuts in, and then stupid ass motherfucking Robertson, who was having a great game, gives up a penalty to Real Madrid. And from there, I was depressed. I'm like, fuck me, please. I don't want to eat this fucking hot shit, but I want to eat it. Why? And then Kylian Mbappe steps up. I'm like, oh my God, Ronaldo, fucking merchant. He loves Ronaldo. Obviously, he's gonna take the penalty. Oh, it's done. Now people are gonna praise him. Oh, look, he had a good game. Look, he scored a penalty. Blah blah blah. Even though the people with eyes knew that he was having a shit game. All right, Mbappe steps up. Boom, shoots it, misses. I'm like, all right, cool. What? Motherfucker, you get a chance to score to redeem yourself for playing like complete and utter dog shit, and you miss. Woo! Kylian Mbappe misses a penalty. A good save from Kelleher. Literally predicts it perfectly. Has a foot on the line and defends that shit. Clears it out. And Mbappe's like, oh my God. Oh my God. It's not, and let's not forget the time that Van Dijk literally bitched him in that meme that we all know that's going around Twitter and everywhere else. Got created now. That shit is hilarious. That shit is hilarious. And I saw that shit, I was like, damn. Nothing's working for you, buddy. But yeah, Kylian Mbappe misses the penalty, which was a massive miss because that probably could have led to Real Madrid making a comeback of dreams in terms of getting the win, trying to get the win, but he missed it. And from there on, yeah, Real Madrid have been awful. They were awful the whole second half in general. They didn't do anything that second half to impress at all. I think every Real Madrid fan can be utterly disappointed in the performance that Real Madrid put in general, especially when your coach after the game said, we competed well. We did decent. We had a good game. Blah, blah, blah. At this point, he's just full of crap, bro. He's like a little Ten Hag now, like deluded as fuck, saying, but I won the Champions League last season. Okay, what does that have to do with this season, sir? Remember that time I won the Champions League in 2014? But I'm talking about right now type shit. Oh, last season we won the league too. That motherfucker's like deluded. Like he's does not talking about what the problems are. He wants to say, oh, they're trying, everyone's working well. Kylian Mbappe is training well. He will come through one day. Yeah, maybe next year, buddy, when you're not going to be there. Because that's for sure. That's for sure. You might not even be here after January. Who knows? But a lot of questions to be asked for Ancelotti's future because they lost 2-0 from a goal from Cody Gakpo, from a great cross from someone, from Robertson, who makes a great cross from a corner kick. Not from a corner kick. It was one of those. He makes a good cross to Cody Gakpo, and let's not also forget that Salah cooked Mendy, had him dancing, and then he hits his leg, and then penalty for Liverpool. At that point, I was excited, was happy, let's go. And then for some reason, Salah wants to change his penalty taking style, and completely fluffs it and misses it. And at that point, I was pissed off because like, fuck, Real Madrid are gonna come back. But I forgot, Pedri's not on the pitch. Rodrigo's not on the pitch. Toni Kroos is not on the pitch. Oh, they're fucked. Yeah. From there on, after the penalty miss, again, it was just all Liverpool. All Liverpool, all Liverpool, all Liverpool. Real Madrid honestly had no chance. No one from Real Madrid's side was in any way incredible or good in that game. Jude Bellingham, Mbappe, Arda Güler, no one in that team impressed at all. Camavinga was the only one. The only one that impressed in general. So, yeah, Real Madrid lose. They're currently in 24th place. And their next match is against Atalanta away from home. And we know Atalanta this season have not lost in the Champions League either. If I'm not mistaken, they're 3-2 after they destroyed Young Boys 6-1. 6-1 yesterday. So, oof. Yeah, they haven't lost. They haven't lost this season yet. And you know Atalanta want to get their get back after that the little trophy they lost to Real Madrid in the summer where, oh look, Real Madrid are the best in the world because Mbappe scored that game against Atalanta, even though in the first half they were completely out of dog shit, but in the second half they were better. So like, oh, we beat Atalanta already. Yeah, like let's look at the facts. So yeah, is there a chance Real Madrid get knocked out of the Champions League? Ooh. If they lose to Atalanta, it may well as be a fact. Because even Ancelotti has admitted that even if we won this game, we weren't going to get top 8. Now that you lost this game, it's confirmed that you're not getting top 8 because there's just no way. So it's looking like Real Madrid. The only way they get next to the next round is that they play the knockout rounds or the knockout qualifiers to get into the next round, because it's looking difficult for them. It's looking very difficult. And if they lose against Atalanta, oh my god, I might just eat this chip for fun just to fucking celebrate. I don't know, but that would be hilarious. But Real Madrid, Kylian Mbappe, completely finished. They're done. Nothing to be impressed with those motherfuckers. Let's go. So those were all the games. That was all the games I wanted to talk about for today's episode. Let's talk about a little bit about news. One of the latest news that I've been seeing is that that Barcelona apparently will come back to the Camp Nou in February. So before the Champions League final, which we will 100% get to, maybe against Liverpool. Who knows? But wait, when's the next time we play Real Madrid? When's the next time we play Real Madrid? Is it around that time? Hopefully it's before that time. I mean, after that time. We play Real Madrid on May 11th? The fuck? May 11th? That's pretty deep. So hopefully, if we're back by the Camp Nou by then, that would be amazing, because I don't want to play them in the Madrid again, because I hate the Madrid Stadium. So hopefully that news is true. Hopefully we get back to the Camp Nou ASAP, because I'm tired of the Madrid, and going back to the Camp Nou, seeing how it's renovating, how it looks like, it'd be amazing to see, especially for the fans. It'd be incredible. So hopefully we get there back soon. We get back there soon. One of the major news is, obviously, one of the other news is that I already mentioned earlier, is that Lewandowski obviously gets 100th goal. Congratulations to him. Beautiful, amazing, well done. And then another news I was seeing is that some Barca representatives apparently went to the Arsenal Sporting game to look at Gyökeres. I really don't care, because I don't think we should sign Gyökeres, but I don't think they've seen anything impressive, because he didn't score at all in that game. So I don't know. I don't know if that was true in general. So who knows? One of the major news is that we've gotten from today was that Lamine won the Golden Boy of dreams. The third Golden Boy in the last 4 years has gone to Barcelona. Pedri, Gavi, and now Lamine Yamal. Holy fucking shit. We are the best in the world. 2 from the academy, or 3 from the academy, if you want to mention the one before them. That was the last Barca player to win it, was Lionel Messi. But besides that, Pedri, obviously we bought him. But yeah, that's what Barcelona does. That's what we create. Real Madrid, learn something.
Oh, we have the best academy in the world, according to Florentino Perez.
Delusional. I think he's going to see now. But yeah. Congratulations to Lamine Yamal for winning the Golden Boy, and the Ballon d'Or is next, buddy. This season, next year, you will win the Ballon d'Or. The youngest to do it, the best to do it. You will win it, because we're going to win the treble, and you're going to be a major part of that. So, congratulations to Lamine Yamal for winning the Golden Boy. Let me check really quick if I'm missing any other news. Any other news before we end this episode? Bear with me, motherfuckers. Bear with me. Let me just make sure I'm not missing anything. So obviously this was the first win also with Lamine Yamal against Brest. The last time Liverpool beat Real Madrid, Barca won the Champions League. Is that a message from the gods? We're winning the Champions League, we're in trouble. It's done. It's done, motherfuckers. Pedri will play against Las Palmas for the first time. Oh my god. Destroy them, Pedri. Destroy them. Humiliate them. Are you a Barcelona fan? Asked to Nova Djokovic, the tennis legend. Yes, of course. I'm a big fan of football in general. My father was a footballer. I watch it like everyone else. Yeah, obviously you're a Barca fan, bro. You're smart. You're not like that Rafael Nadal guy who went to go watch Liverpool versus Real Madrid and watch his team lose. I'm not seeing many other news. I think that's pretty much all the news that we got. Obviously, we play La Palmas this weekend, and next week we play another game midweek on Tuesday against I'm a big fat dude against Mallorca on Tuesday at 1 p.m. So unfortunately, I won't be able to watch the game against Las Palmas. I'll rewatch the game for sure to give my analysis on it and everything, but unfortunately, I won't watch it live because I can't because of work. But and they play at 8 a.m. So yeah, imagine that I can't watch the game. So yeah, unfortunately, I can't watch that, but I'll 100% be able to watch the game against Mallorca, and we'll see what happens there. So yeah. Great to be a Barcelona fan. A great day for Barcelona fans. Watching Real Madrid lose, us win, us being 12 points in the league table, 3 points, third place, and 3 more points away from literally qualifying for the next round, like that. So we'll see what happens for the next game against Borussia Dortmund, which is in 2 weeks. I'm excited for that. I will be streaming that game for sure. And yeah, thank you guys for fucking watching. I love you guys so much. I appreciate you guys so much for watching these episodes. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure like, subscribe, favorite, hit the notification bell for every time we upload. Share to your people that love football. Share to your people that love Barcelona. Share to your people that hate Barcelona because I want to talk shit with them in the comments. Real Madrid fans, have a little chat with me and Mbappe. Do you still trust him? Do you still fuck with him? Or do you utterly despise him now? Who? Let me know. Yeah, that will pretty much do it for this week's episode of Barca Talk. We will be back next week for another episode of Barca Talk to talk about the games of Las Palmas and Celta Vigo and any other news that comes out throughout that week. I love you guys so much. I appreciate you so much. And peace.